I'm Charlie George and you're watching GoonerTube.
Hi and welcome to the GoonerTube transfer show. Now this is the domestic part of the transfer show because the international part has ended, as we know, because we acquired the one and only Thomas Partey in that window for £45 million from Atletico. And we're all really excited here at GoonerTube. We hope you are too out there, all you Arsenal supporters, wherever you may be. We're really looking forward to watching Thomas Partey take part in hopefully his first game against Manchester City this Saturday. We know he's been really preparing himself and he's had a couple of one great international game at country level. The other one he was slammed for, but I think he had things on his mind at that time. But apparently the game the other night that he played was absolutely fantastic, and that is really helping us to believe that he's going to hit the ground running when he joins his teammates and walks over that white line, hopefully, against Manchester City. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but we're really excited about the whole thing. Now, the domestic side of the transfer window is still open until Friday, 5 p.m. And this is about who or which players are going to be going from the Championship to Premier League clubs, because that part of the window is still very much open. So who have we got? Who have we been talking about here at GoonerTube, and what's going to happen? We talked about Emilio Buendia, we talked about Todd Cantwell, we talked about Benrahma. And there's a little thing about our very own William Saliba going around at the moment, and we can talk about that. Are any of them on the move? Who's staying? Who's going? But more importantly, if any of them are on the move, will they be heading to the Emirates on the last day of the domestic transfer window? Well, let's find out and let's get on with it. So it looks like West Ham have actually ramped up their interest in Benrahma to the point where it's believed he's now undergoing a medical at the club, and the Hammers are looking to close that deal before the deadline. Benrahma cost the Bees just £2.7 million from Nice in 2018, and last season he scored 17 goals in 43 appearances for the club, and he almost helped them earn promotion to the Premier League, if we remember how that went for them. But he was an outstanding player and he will make it in the Premier League. Now, Crystal Palace were apparently eyeing up the 25-year-old as well, but it's believed that the Hammers have now won the race to sign Benrahma. Someone else we were talking about as well this week is Todd Cantwell. Now, we know Todd is believed to be an Arsenal fan, although that doesn't necessarily mean you get to sign for the club. And he had a fantastic season. He was really outstanding for Norwich City, even though they were relegated down to the Championship. And it's our belief at GoonerTube that he is far too good for the likes of Norwich. No offence to Norwich, obviously, on that one, but, well, he is, unfortunately. Now, there are a few rumours going around that Arsenal maybe had Cantwell on their radar, but those rumours at the moment appear to have died down. There's not a lot of noise coming out about Todd Cantwell. There was talk that Cantwell was also being eyed up by Leeds United, but again, nothing has come out of that either, and he may well stay or end up staying at Norwich City this season to try and help them bounce back up into the Premier League. We'll have to wait and see what happens there, so let's see how that plays out. Either way, we at GoonerTube can definitely see Todd Cantwell being snapped up by a bigger club at some point, even if it's not by 5 p.m. tomorrow evening. Now, here's someone else that we were talking about, and that is Emilio Buendia. That's another name that's been linked with Arsenal, and I can tell you, reports as far back as April this year were linking and suggesting that Buendia would be the perfect long-term replacement for Mesut Ozil. So has anything happened behind the scenes on that one? Well, we don't know. Again, the news is still fairly quiet. Things may start to ramp up tomorrow or on Friday. And have Arsenal got the belief in the squad that they now have, to the point where they don't feel that they need the likes of Emiliano Buendia? And would another playmaker like Ozil, where would that player come from if we weren't interested in bringing someone like Buendia to the club this time round? So we'll wait and see on that one as well. That's Emiliano Buendia. Now, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has revealed that he expects William Saliba to remain at the North London club this season. Now, this comes after Arteta was recently speaking to the media in his latest press conference ahead of the Arsenal's upcoming Premier League clash with Manchester City. And during this press conference, Arteta was asked if he was expecting any players in his squad to leave the club anytime soon on loan, and Arteta said that he doesn't expect any players, including William Saliba, to be leaving the club on loan at the moment. Now remember, Arsenal signed Saliba back in 2019 in the summer from Saint Etienne for £27 million, and after signing for Arsenal, Saliba remained at Saint Etienne, if you remember, on loan for that particular season, the 2019-20 season. And so far the Frenchman has only made one appearance for the Arsenal under-23 side and has yet to make a senior appearance for Arteta's side. And according to Who Scored, Saliba's strength include his ability to intercept the ball from opponents, as well as his high concentration levels during matches, which could well make him a very useful asset for Arsenal defensively. So what will happen with William Saliba this season? What do you think? Will he feature at some point? Let us know your thoughts on William Saliba, and let us know your thoughts on all of the other players that we've mentioned during this segment. What do you think will happen? If you think a player is going to come to Arsenal, who do you think that might be in this window? When do you think that might be before the 5 o'clock deadline on Friday? But more importantly, like I said before, who would you like to see coming into the Arsenal if we were to grab a really, really good Premier League standard Championship player? Would it be Todd Cantwell? Would it be Emiliano Buendia? Or would it be Benrahma, who looks like he's going to West Ham now? But who would you like to see at the club? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. And finally, Arsenal's ex-frontman, Kevin Campbell, apparently he's come out and said that he believes that Thomas Partey, the £45 million Thomas Partey, should help the Gunners to secure their first top 4 finish in the Premier League for 5 seasons. And Campbell went on to say that he believes that the 27-year-old's quality as a defensive midfielder, although our very own Adam doesn't like it when people call him a defensive midfielder, but let's go on that for now. The 27-year-old's quality as a defensive midfielder will be a key to provide a stable platform for the team to shoot for a Champions League spot this season. Now known as the Octopus because of his ability to steal the ball across the midfield, Partey's tactical discipline was honed in Madrid to the exacting standards of former boss Diego Simeone, who used him as a screen for his defence. Now, Thomas Partey was the signing of the transfer window, as we know. For Arsenal to get him for £45 million is tremendous business, said Campbell. Arsenal almost went in with balaclavas and stole him. Well, I can believe that. It's a key position for the club, and he is moving into his prime. Again, we agree on that one. And he will spend those years at the football club, so he is someone that the club can build around in midfield. Again, I agree wholeheartedly on that one. So, going on that, Arsenal fans out there, wherever you are, who's to say that Arsenal wouldn't go back in January to sign the likes of Houssem Aouar from Lyon? Wouldn't that be wonderful? Now, we at GoonerTube have been hearing from a good source that it might just be the case. So let's see how that one plays out. But let's just imagine for one moment what that would mean for Arsenal to have both Thomas Partey and Houssem Aouar in the same side. I'll leave that thought with you. Thanks for watching this particular video on the domestic transfer window. Go and watch all our other content that we've produced at GoonerTube so far in the time we've existed, which hasn't been long, but we thank you so much for watching our videos, following us on Facebook, following us on YouTube, following us on Instagram and on Twitter. Now, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. That really does us a big favor here on YouTube, and hit that like button and also hit that notification bell. That means you'll never miss any future content on GoonerTube. Now, if you haven't already, go to our website, which is www.goonertube.tv. You can get all the information about us on there. And also, we have a new blogger, and he's writing some brilliant blogs on there, so go and read. If you like reading stuff about Arsenal and anything about Arsenal's history, then please go on to GoonerTube.tv and you can see everything there. That's our website. Other than that, Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't seen it already, go and watch our first in our series of nostalgic videos here on GoonerTube, which is all to do with Cliff Bastin, the world famous Cliff Bastin, the man in his day who scored all those goals that took nearly 60 years for the likes of Ian Wright to break that record. That's some record. Go and watch that video, it's absolutely fantastic. That's the first in many of our nostalgic videos that we're going to be bringing you here at GoonerTube. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you really soon.